That's not English, Brian. It's German.
Oh, fair.
So what I told you is true, from a certain point of view.
Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome. I am your host, so you know that this is about to be a mess. The gays are in charge today. Our fearless leader is slowly making his way into paternity leave, I think. So we're just gonna, talk about Chase. That threw me off so hard, but it's so good. In my head, I just heard "Hi, Diva," like just the most dramatic thing, and it just threw me off.
Chase, miss you.
Yeah. Thanks for making me and Jill feel extra left out, seeing all the pictures of you and Chase and I guess Alex last weekend.
I guess Alex was there too.
Yeah.
He was there too.
Yeah, so we're here, we're just going to talk some celebrity trash today. All the trash that's going on in the world. Before we get going, how are we doing, ladies? Do I need to pick specific?
Well, I'll go since we kind of already touched on it, but me and Alex and Chase, we were all at GCX over the weekend in Orlando, which was really fun. All we really had to do was one panel. Me and Alex did a meet and greet that had an okay turnout. I don't think that convention
That long line.
that convention doesn't know us quite as well as they have all the other streamers there, but that's okay. Our Star Wars and Scotch panel was really, really fun and had some really good audience questions to chat about. So yeah, and then we got to do Universal Studios After Dark, which for the GCX people with the little wristband, the front of the park was just us. So it wasn't all the rides just to us, but just the front couple of ones. And so we got to ride the Mummy 3 times in a row.
I love the Orlando Mummy is the best.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It was perfection. And
although I think the best ride they have there is the Spider-Man ride. That ride is
it still holds up.
It's been in the early 2000s, and it's still so good.
That one's at Islands of Adventure.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm still gonna shout it out anyway.
That one is one of my favorite ones. We also
honestly
did the.
I was just gonna say, Islands of Adventure is top tier. That is the only park that I've ever been like, is this better than Disney?
Yes.
It's.
If you're there for the rides, yes.
I grew up going to Islands of Adventure, and I always was like, this is the best thing ever.
What were you going to say before I cut you off?
We rode the Jimmy Fallon Experience ride.
Oh.
That I didn't even know was a ride. You walk in and sit into a little audience seat, kind of like Star Tours. And then it's like a 4DX thing. The chairs move, and it's the screen is kind of like Spider-Man, where it makes you feel like you're going through New York. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen and experienced in a theme park, because I was like, why is this here? Jimmy Fallon is just Jimmy Fallon. Why does he have a ride?
Why does he get his own ride?
It was wild.
You are E.T.?
Oh yeah, we did the E.T. ride. Chase had never done it before.
Oh, you gotta do E.T.
It was so cute.
I did that ride before I ever watched the movie.
Ooh, spoilers.
Yeah. I mean, I think I watched it for the first time this year.
I love the movie so much.
So jealous. You guys I love Universal Florida.
It's
I went to
ours. Ours is trash. The Los Angeles one is such trash.
I've
Don't
never
bother.
been to the Lost. Yeah, no,
Don't bother. You'll be disappointed.
Yeah,
Don't
I
bother.
don't even care. Like, I
The
have
only
no
good
interest.
thing we have, the only good thing we have at ours is the Water World stunt show. That's it.
Ooh.
Because Mike's in it.
No, just because it's good.
Oh.
Whether Mike's in it or not, it's a good show. Other than that, like, nah.
We did get to go to. There's like a little Harry Potter area at Universal, and then you can take the Hogwarts Express to the big Harry Potter
Did
world.
you do the Hogwarts Express?
No, because
it's
we were
cool.
there pretty late in the day, and then once it shut everything off to just the GCX people, we couldn't even be in that little Harry Potter area anymore. But we did manage to eat in the Leaky Cauldron restaurant, and that was fun.
It's good too.
It was very cool.
The one. Which one's the one that's in Universal? That's not Diagon Alley, is it? That the one because there's.
So. It's an
Universal
alley.
Universal has, not Diagon Alley. They have Hogsmeade.
The castle. Oh.
The castle's in Islands of Adventure.
Oh, so then that's
okay. So then they do have. Then they have Diagon Alley. Okay. So did you have the big dragon?
Was there a dragon, Molly?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had that. Okay, yeah.
And the Green Guts ride is the one in Universal, but we weren't there in time we were like starving, so we had to go eat, and then they were like pushing us out of the park, so we didn't have time to ride it.
I will never, not that I have any reason to ever talk to my dad, but never forgive him because he booked our vacation. My senior trip, maybe, I don't know, whatever it was. He booked the vacation the week before that ride opened.
Boo.
Not on purpose, right? Did he know?
No, he had no idea, but that's not an excuse. Like, it's just like, can you imagine being like in the prime Harry Potter nerd phase, and they were setting it up like to let it out, and like you could see through the gate and everything, and knowing that you were only like 7 days away from getting to experience that.
They were setting stuff up for horror nights, and every time I saw something or a sign, I'd be like,
"'Tis the season."
Yeah, it's that, and sad because it's like, am I ever gonna get a chance to go on it? Probably not. Maybe
you will.
They'll probably but they'll probably change to all the new crap. But I'm spiraling. Jill, how was your exciting weekend?
Not very. What did I do this weekend? No, not very exciting. I saw Taylor Swift, but that was on Thursday. That was sorry.
You saying that's not exciting is like sending Brian.
I know Brian is gonna.
I literally text her and I went, just so you know, there will always be a little piece of me inside that hates you forever. I
had anxiety the entire time, so it was great. It was wonderful.
Yeah, just a teeny little piece.
It was she's definitely not my favorite artist, but as someone who did theater all their life, I can appreciate like talent and a good production, which it was definitely it was a great production. It was really cool. The 73,000 screaming people was a little much.
Dang.
But kudos to her for filling those seats out 6 nights in a row.
I would have gotten blackout drunk before going.
See, I didn't want to pee though, because the show was she was on for 3.5 hours, and I was like, if I spent money to go here, I'm gonna watch the show, and so I was like, I don't want to have to pee.
So here's the reason I think yours was extra crazy. She was filming her documentary that night.
Oh,
yeah, they were filming
interesting.
That night.
Not to mention, it's the last leg of the U.S. tour.
It was the first day.
So you got probably the best show.
I wouldn't know, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, if she's filming it, then then they put on like all the stops.
Yeah.
For it. So
I mean, it was really cool. I only knew like 40. Oh yeah, I kept it, and I'm pretty sure it's still working. But Sean put like a tab in it.
I was gonna
say
Sean
made one.
Okay.
Sean made one to put it in there so it would stop screaming in my ear.
What was it?
It's all so for the show, everyone got this light up bracelet essentially.
Oh yeah.
That would like light up and do different like things during the songs, and so like during her gay song, it was a big rainbow that was.
Oh yeah, Gaga did that like, too.
Yeah, which was super. Which was like it was super cool. Like I said, the production was like great, like brilliant costumes. The dancers were great. Like just not my cup of tea music wise, but like I knew all the songs that they play on the radio, so like I still like enjoyed myself. But I'm glad I went. If we had gotten any other tickets, I wouldn't have gone because I'm not spending any more money than what I currently am. So, but it was good. It was fun.
Have you seen the picture that someone took of the plane going over the stadium?
I was watching the planes go over, and I was going, I wonder how many people or how many pilots are announcing, like, and now we're flying over Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, you could see all the color transition crap from the band bracelets or whatever you call them in the
that's cool
thing. Yeah. So
also Curtis, no, and my friends and I actually made fun of people who we have seen do that because that's a little psychotic in my opinion. Personally,
I mean, if you're both big fans, I can.
But like, well,
there's a reason. There's a part in the song that says,
"It's the Marry Me Juliet song."
Yeah, down on his knees or whatever. I forgot. You're frustrating me now.
It's a little too.
It's like it's very cliche, and we also saw videos of people who brought an officiant to get married while she sang that song. I'm like, that's not healthy. That's psychotic. Weird. I'm sorry. That's so weird. That's so weird. I'm sorry.
That's weird. I think the engaged thing is kind of cute.
Like. But to me, that engaged thing, I see it similarly as like getting engaged in front of the Disneyland castle. There's nothing special about it. Like, because you and 19 other people have also gotten proposed.
Yeah, there might as well be a special line.
Yeah,
like who want to do that.
Unless Taylor Swift is there to announce your names as you get engaged, like I don't know. Like, no, there's nothing special about it. But that's myself. If you're into that, that's your prerogative. I am not.
Eventually, at her shows, there'll just be like an animatronic of her, and then you can put your name in, like the ET ride, and she'll just say your name. Congratulations, blank.
Brian. Congratulations, Molly.
I want mine to say, F you, Jill. That's what I want mine to say.
Oh.
Just kidding. Yeah, for me. Wait. Oh, yeah. I was for some reason thinking I haven't said that I started working. We're on week 2. Woo.
Woohoo, school.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going? The kids driving you up the wall yet?
Today they did. I literally was like, you guys are pissing me off right now. Like, you need to stop. Like, I was going in on them. Yeah, they were not great today. 'Cause it's hard because for whatever reason, well, I know why, because she didn't like me, but they basically gave me the same class from their lunch period the rest of the day. So they sit in my classroom for like 3 hours. And so
learning the same thing?
No, it's 2 separate classes, but like it's not fair to them and to me, because it's like after an hour and a half max, like you're like, all right, I want to get out of here. I don't care how fun the teacher is.
And I'm sure they're all getting like antsy and frustrated for having to sit in the same place for that long.
Well, I don't want that. See, that's the thing. I don't give them assigned seats, and they don't have to sit. Like, I have the way my classroom is right now. It's like, so I have all the desks around the wall, and then I have like an L shape in the middle, or like kind of close to the top. And then in the middle, I have a carpet with pillows and It's like a little lounge area because sometimes who wants to sit at a desk doing a computer for 3 hours?
I do it a lot.
I'm like, that's what I do for work. You're just training them for that workforce.
And so just at a certain point, it becomes, okay, let's just take the pillows and start hitting each other. And then it's just like, stop. You guys are driving me nuts. And then next door, like the third graders are just like perfect. And
because they're third graders. They still love you in third grade.
Yeah, I know. I like, my desk is up against their wall so I can hear them like doing their like singing and stuff. And so it's like, oh, you're so cute from afar. Just don't get
any older.
No. But yeah, anyways, enough of boring school stuff. I am already counting down the days till summer vacation.
So winter vacation? Or wait.
No, I want summer. I want my 2 months again.
All the way around. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we don't get an actual. I mean, we get Labor Day, but like, not until October. We get a week off in October and November and 2 weeks in December. It's because we're a year-round school.
Yeah,
so
I forget about that.
Yeah, they spread it out. Anyways, so we're gonna talk some celebrity trash gossip. I mean, we're all very much in the Twitterverse, or not Twitterverse, TikTokverse. So we see all the stuff that's going on. Which one do we want to start with?
At least Brian and I do.
Yeah. Molly's there.
I hear about it, whispers. Like, what?
Yeah.
I know a little bit about the Lizzo drama, and that's.
We can start with the Lizzo one just because I know a little bit less about it, and it's still like an ongoing thing.
Okay.
But
I'm excited about the Ariana Grande one because it's just so messy.
Me too. So we could save that one for last. It's very messy.
Okay.
But shocker comes across the nation when I believe it's four of Lizzo's backup dancers sue her and her dance coach for like sexual harassment, body shaming, which that blew my mind because I'm like, excuse me, what? Lizzo? Okay.
She's like such a big, like,
yes,
anti-body shame type figure, especially on TikTok. Like, she's constantly talking about it. Her whole brand is like.
So when that was said, people lost their minds. Religious harassment, like against the dance coach, because I guess the dance coach was very like Jesus preachy, and like one of the dancers was a virgin, so she was like all about this dancer because of that, and like weird stuff apparently.
How do you can't prove that?
No, no. But like I said, this is still an ongoing thing, and no one knows if it's truth. No one knows. It hasn't gone through like the court system yet.
So here's my thing. I am always very much, unless I see it, I need it to be proven before I judge. On this one, it seems very hearsay. And I'm not saying that this is, in no way am I saying that this is not true or it is true. It just seems really messy. Like in, like, not in a like, oof, you got yourself into a mess. It just seems very all over the place. Like it's almost like every single day a new crazy, wild, outlandish claim came. Like there was one that she went to Amsterdam in the red light district and made them eat bananas that were shot out of strippers' vaginas. Like, yeah, it's
I didn't hear that part. I heard something.
You didn't hear that one? Yeah, it was
No.
a banana. So you know the ping pong shows that they have? Yeah. Except bananas. It just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, where it's
I heard the ones where she like made people like touch strippers.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
that's
that
just like peer
allegation.
pressure type stuff.
Yeah.
I've probably done that too.
So-
but the director, I guess the director of her documentary or something also came out and
I
was
did
like,
see that.
I'm not a part of this lawsuit, but that was also my experience. So like
Yeah.
there are other people who have said, yeah, there's some like shady stuff going on.
She had like, she was going to direct her documentary and then left because she didn't like the environment, which is different than, you know, making these very serious and bold accusations. And like, there's nuance to everything. And something that I keep thinking about every time something like this happens is like, years ago, this stuff wouldn't happen and become as big of a deal as it is now, because there wouldn't be people making these accusations and then like putting singers on blast on all social media platforms trying to get them canceled for it. And it's like, people can so easily put that stuff out there and it will spread like wildfire,
Great
or
for cupcakes.
flowers. It'll spread so quickly, especially if it's someone as big as Lizzo, you know. And I don't know, something about it feels off.
Right?
Something about it feels off, yeah.
And then, so I forget where I heard or read this. So these aren't even her current backup dancers. They're ones she fired from a while ago.
So it could be like a retaliation.
Yeah. So it's like
thing.
I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna say yes, this happened. No, this didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's not my place. I'm not.
And it's because
an executioner.
Because it's also a lot of the stuff that's being said. A lot of it, like, could also just be like uncomfortability, which is fine. Not like you're allowed to be uncomfortable in certain situations, but it's like, was it to the point where it could be considered an unlawful act? Or I don't know. So it could, maybe they feel that it was, which is also valid. It's one of those things where it's like, I need to hear all of the.
Yeah. Okay. So Dino Park Dan, I love that name. Said some of the allegations seem believable, some of them don't. That's where I kind of am. I'm like, okay, like I can kind of see like a situational thing, like maybe you guys did go to this weird show and
I can see a peer pressure aspect of like, touch these strippers' boobs, go touch them. Like that wouldn't really surprise me.
But is it just Lizzo? Like, are they just accusing her, or
no?
They're
it's the dance coach
team
it's her
of
and
people.
It's her and the dance coach, and I think that it's mostly against the dance coach. Has a lot more of the stuff, I believe. But
that's interesting.
Lizzo is part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. My whole thing is like, I mean, yes, it's easier said than done, and I don't want to ever discount someone's feelings in the emotions in the moment, but like, part of me just kind of thinks like if you knew you were going to like a red light district thing, like, and you didn't want to be a part of that, like,
they also said that they felt that they had to because their jobs would have been in jeopardy.
That's different. Like, yeah,
that's part of the lawsuit too.
My whole thing though is like, if that's the case, don't work. I get it, like, but
you got to make a pit, especially in dancing. Like, it's not like you can just go find another job. It's a lot more difficult.
Do we know why they were fired, or is it that part of it too? Like,
I think it was said, like, but I don't remember. I read somewhere she tried to beat one of them up, Lizzo. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true. Everything I'm saying is all alleged. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I read.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty bold statement.
Yeah.
With no proof, it's hard.
Yeah. It's just hard because it's like, you want to give your opinion, but you don't want to discredit anyone's feelings and or say you're right and or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But like Chase said in the chat, it's a scary part, or it is a scary policing part of our culture. It is not my right and or job to tell you you're right or wrong. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
If this happened, you should absolutely feel the way you did it.
Yeah.
If this is an afterthought type cash grab thing, well, then you know what? You're kind of a dick.
Then that's trash.
It sucks because if this is all made up, Lizzo's reputation is still
no matter
ruined,
what happens,
but like it's tainted now, and it will forever be tainted because of that.
Yeah.
And same for them, same for the dancers. Like if we find out whether or not we find out they're telling the truth or lying, now their reputation, and it sucks because these are all like successful Black women, and to be trying to cancel them so quickly, it sucks.
It's like crap. The woman that just went missing, but it turned out it was a whole entire hoax.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Like she was doing it to get back at her boyfriend. It's like, you can't do things like that. Like,
no.
Even like, I mean, because you are now putting people who are in those situations,
no one's gonna believe them,
in situations that now that it is even more unlikely for people to believe them that when they already are. So it's like, I don't know, it's scary because it's like, how many people were like coming after people for saying like, wait, something doesn't seem right with the person that was missing, and they're like, how dare you did blah blah blah, and then it turned out to be right. It's just like, you don't have the facts. You can't go after someone without knowing exactly what's put out there. That's why I saw the lawyer was like, take us, like, we can't wait to take Lizzo to court. Like, bring us to court. Okay, so like, go for it. Like, I mean, that should be. I mean, unless you're gonna lie under oath, like that should be your tell. But until then, my opinion is just.
Yeah, and that can come off bad too for the lawyers to be like, try me, you know, like to be so overconfident that they would win in court could also look bad in the public eye of them being like, we're more powerful than you, period. You don't have a chance.
Yeah. I just don't like. It's a shitty situation. It's
unfortunate. It's one of the last people I ever would have expected this
100%.
Situation to happen to.
Right.
It's just, I don't like seeing people's, on both sides, people's careers being forever ruined off of an allegation that may or may not be true. And because like you said, if this came out to be complete hogwash, she's still gonna have that cloud over her head. Like everyone, there will be people that look at her a different way, no matter what.
Yeah, I wonder if there's more of her team and more of the dancers coming out and saying anything of the opposite, like, no, I didn't see any of this happen, or like, no, this isn't true. Because like, I want to hear from the other dancers, because if it is the dancing coach, and like that's where a lot of it's coming from. And again, like, everyone in the situation now is probably too scared to get involved because of how big it's gotten.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to get involved.
If it didn't directly affect me, I'm keeping my mouth shut because I don't want to get dragged into this.
Yeah, and that just makes it harder.
Yeah.
Gio,
I
love Gio's. I'm so Gio. We call it the Battle of Montgomery, is what we're calling it now.
So I didn't want.
Oh my god!
It's wild.
I've heard of it, and I've seen like videos without volume, but I have no idea what it is.
Oh my god,
Gio, I am so happy you brought this up because I didn't want to say.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. To preface this, I didn't want to be like, "Hey guys, we should talk about this," but like, I'm. So
oh my god, I love everything about it.
Okay, cool. Go.
Vapion, yes it is. Geo Super Chat, I know this is super random, but did you see the Harriet Tubman boat fight in Alabama? The way everyone rallied to protect the security guard. And like, I'm seeing all of these TikToks of people responding to it, and they're like, the way the security guard threw the hat up in the air, that was the bat signal. And everyone just started coming out. And it was like the Avengers. You got Aquaman who's jumping off the boat and swimming
They're giving
over
him nicknames.
They're giving him, what is it, Uncle
Aquaman.
Chair?
I
the
have
guy
seen
who came up with the steel chair?
Like, I've seen
TikToks
already of people like doing what they're calling like chair karate or chair fighting, and I'm like,
I just had a steel chair and just knocked some lady out. It was great.
It's amazing. Wonderful. They're calling them. You have Aquaman, and then Craig. That was the other one I forgot. Michael B. Phelps, and then you have Scuba Gooding Jr.
Oh my god! I gotta go look this up.
If anyone's not looking at, doesn't understand what we're talking about, just look up Harriet Tubman boat fight or Alabama
just Alabama
boat fight. So the basic synopsis of what happened is in Alabama, I believe it's the Mississippi River. I don't know geography. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
but that's where I rid on one of these boats, was on the Mississippi River. They have like a river boat essentially with people on it. And they had to stop and dock. And so a security guard came up.
Mind you, this was after a Trump rally.
Oh, was it? Okay. So so the security guard goes up to people on a boat. Definite rednecks. I apologize.
It was a bunch of white rednecks off of
rednecks. And so
that's most of Alabama.
Well, yes. And so the security guard came up to tell them, "Hey, can you guys move your boat? Can you move your boat so like the riverboat can park?" They didn't even ask him a question. They just start going after the security guard, like tackling him, pummeling him. So everybody around them just like went after these guys. Like it was a thing to behold. It was definitely like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like, because you totally saw
lyric.
I don't know. So like you could totally tell they tried to go after the security guard because like they outnumbered him, not expecting literally the entire dock to go and like absolutely wreck these people.
Andy, literally just type in Alabama on, I'm calling it Twitter still. And it's literally like the first thing that pops. At least for me,
great.
It was
10 out of 10.
Yeah, there was a guy that was on a boat that jumped out and swam,
literally
jumped to the dock just to beat. Yeah, I mean, yes, it sucks for people to act like this.
It was not. It was necessary.
But yes, I was gonna say this is the definition of fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
This just proves how high tensions are in this goddamn country right now. Like people are just willing to get into a full out brawl.
Well, because they were
boat
messing with this innocent security guard.
No, I know.
To move their boat, and they're just like, no.
I get it, and I feel like I would have cheered them on, but still, like, people are just willing to go after each 100%. Other right now.
Were there certain parts that were probably a little bit excessive?
The steel chair.
A little bit.
That's like, wrestling.
The lady that was
coming out with the steel chair.
It was
deserved.
Some of them absolutely deserve it. Absolutely.
Yes.
Because we don't know what they said to them. They could have said the most racist,
doesn't matter,
despicable thing. So
the first thing they did was start going after that security guard. It's like,
Yeah.
After that, it's no. Mm-mm.
The only things I'm not, I don't know. Maybe it's just the person in me, but like, I just don't like seeing like the men beating the shit out of the women like that.
She hit first. See, I'm very much in the state.
That's fine.
If you're a woman and you start swinging at a man, I'm sorry. That man has every right to deck you.
100%.
Like, I'm not even sorry about that.
Yeah, I just
equality. No. If you're hitting at you, that's all. No.
Where's the Southern hospitality?
In the river.
In the river.
Oh man.
It's just it's wild. There's a doc in San Francisco that put out a thing like, just come here for food, we won't start any trouble. Like that was like their tweet, and it was just like people were just going after it. I don't know. It's
That's
just
crazy.
I don't know.
Anyway, everyone look up the video. It's
Thank
wonderful.
you, Gio.
Yeah, I'll have to look that one up. Any other thoughts about the Lizzo stuff? Because I'm ready to hear about the Ariana Grande.
The Ariana. See, as a theater kid, the Ariana stuff, I have so much to talk about with it.
Let me pull up my my documents for this.
Oh, you wrote down?
No, I didn't write down. It's more photos and stuff. Here, while you're doing that, go ahead and answer Chase's while I get ready.
What would our less serious Hollywood scandals be?
Drunk in public, probably. Just messy. I would be like a Lindsay Lohan type, would probably be my less serious Hollywood scandal. Minus like the driving under the influence. I wouldn't do that.
It would be Jill, it would be the two of us being drunk in public and just being mean girls about it, and like
yes. We're not drunk. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
I probably would just say something stupid, like that I didn't like try to be funny or too sassy. Something probably too bitchy, and
mine would be like causing a scene after losing at a board game, because I get very competitive, and we've played some board games that like are very much like that Traders show that we're all kind of watching right now, where it's like you have to be a secret bad guy. And
I absolutely hate the fact that I tried getting you guys to watch the Traders for over a month, and
I
you
don't
guys
remember
were like,
that.
You guys are like, I don't want to watch that, and then now you're all watching
I don't remember it
like,
either.
Like
I'm
it's
on
the
team-
new
I'm on
hot
team
thing.
Molly.
I absolutely hate you. It boils my blood.
We heard about it. We heard about the UK version from the UK community manager of Star Wars Outlaws at San Diego Comic-Con when we were at dinner. And the way he explained it, I was like, this sounds just like this board game called Resistance that I've played a bunch.
Sounds like the thing that Brian tried to get us to watch. And
prove it.
Also, real quick.
I will. I'm that level of petty that I will go back to watch shows.
Craig knows about how competitive I am because of our foosball matches.
Oh, your foosball. Also, real quick, because it's in the title and I think in the description, Stephen Amell and Zachary Levi are also trash because they have come out against the writer's strike. So, trash.
Boo.
Oh, that's
I know.
We knew Zachary Levi was trash, didn't we?
Yes, Zachary Levi's been trash for a minute, and it makes me really sad because he is tampering my Tangled nonsense, and I don't like it. He needs to stop.
Yeah, and they just said that they're putting that forward to live action.
Stop with the live actions. They're already ruining Snow White.
Well, guess what? Did you hear that they dropped that Iger got rid of the live action Hunchback of Notre Dame because he said it would weird people out?
That's the one I wanted. That is the one I wanted. I'm upset
would weird people out. That's
I don't know if that was the exact thing, but it was basically
that's the one I wanted.
That is bad on so many angles.
Brian, are you looking up a novel? Like, what are you doing? We could have.
Oh no, I'm ready. I was just.
Okay, we're waiting on you. Go.
Oh, sorry. All right. So this trash can fire that is Ariana Grande, who is married. Okay.
I did to start off. Who raised your hand if you even knew that she was married? Oh, okay, Brian.
I had just heard it one day because I was like, oh, she finally picked someone.
I only know she sang with Lady Gaga once. That's all I know about Ariana Grande.
Did you hear? Well, there's a whole thing about her right now saying that everyone's trying to figure out what Lady Gaga said during one of their performances because they thought she was yelling at her for trying to upstage her.
Ooh, I mean, fair.
Yeah, but so Ariana Grande, I mean, I would assume she's still technically married.
They are now separated.
Well, separated still. The ring is still married. So basically, she is filming Wicked, which is a 2-part movie. I don't know why I said that. It has nothing to do with it. And basically, this... I don't even know how to describe him.
He's a theater kid. That's how you describe him. He's a theater kid.
Yeah. Basically, who was also married
to his high school sweetheart. They've been together for about 15 years. They just had their first baby less than a year ago.
So wait, the theater kid guy was also married to his high school
sweetheart.
Okay.
For 15 years.
Ooh,
and they just had a baby less than a year ago.
Yep. Well, apparently they've been shacking up on both sides. Married person with a married person, not always great things.
Frowned upon, yeah.
Yeah, quite frowned upon. Molly, I will just like to show you who this person is.
I just looked up a picture.
Oh, I tried to find the worst one I could possibly find. And
apparently he looks like her brother.
Stop it! That's where I'm going with this. But
oh yeah, he looks just like her brother.
Yeah.
Just like that's a
I just want to say real quick.
So
cuz I'm seeing all over TikTok people that are like, what is she doing? How would she cheat on her husband with this nerdy looking guy? And clearly none of those people have ever been in theater in their life. Cuz as a theater kid, there is this phenomenon that happens, and if you've been in theater, you have seen it. You've seen it happen where the hot girl of the theater group falls absolutely in love with the dorky kid because he's so talented and he's so much fun and he's so great on stage where like it doesn't really matter what he looks like. This is a theater kid phenomenon. I am not lying. Like it's a legit thing.
I gotta bring up Craig's comment. He looks like if Alan Cumming was Jack-o'-lantern. Oh my god.
Kind of does.
So this is what this is who Ariana Grande left her husband for.
He was SpongeBob SquarePants in the SpongeBob SquarePants musical.
On Broadway.
I mean, good for him for not succumbing to the Hollywood trend of veneers. I'll just say that. Okay. Sticking to his guns. I like it.
Honestly, I don't feel bad being
sticking to his gums. Sorry.
Wow.
I don't honestly like. Do I feel like an asshole for making fun of someone? Yes. Is that someone an adulterer? Yes. Does that make me feel less bad about it? 100%.
Brian, you're skipping all the messy parts. You're skipping the fact that his wife visited them multiple times on set, and Ariana held their baby and like had dinner with them while they were canoodling at the same time. Little Miss you next.
I didn't know all that part because
you're missing all the hot mess of this.
I just want to get to the fact that he kind of looks like her brother.
He does. He looks like Frankie.
Hold this image in your head.
Okay.
This is the new man, if you can say that. And then this is now, or not now. This is the person known as Frankie Grande, who is her brother.
It's the same picture.
Wait.
They have the same. It's a Parks and Rec joke.
Oh, I thought you meant I literally put up. I thought you meant I literally put up the same picture.
No, it's an office joke. It's the same.
I kind of see it.
It's the same. It's the same shape of the face, same jawline, same ears. I mean, the gap in the two doesn't do any help.
So everywhere on Twitter, on TikTok, is talking about the fact that Little Miss Thank You Next has, this is what she does. Hence why she has that song, Thank You Next, because she is apparently prone to stealing other people's men. And pretty much everyone she has been with, she has stolen or was part of an affair with said person. So it's not her first rodeo. I love what SpongeBob's wife said, though. She came out and did an interview and said she was completely blindsided. She's completely heartbroken. And Ariana is not a girl's girl. And I was just like,
clearly.
She's not a girl's girl. And
yeah.
I was like, oh, damn. Also, Chase, yes, it is very weird that she's getting with Bach and not Fierro, because you think she'd be all up on Fierro, but no, she decided to go with Bach, I guess. I don't know. It's choices.
I'm not doing a good job at putting them side by side.
Choices.
There was like, I forget what it was. Someone had made a thing on TikTok where it was like Lizzo and her both like
singing songs about like
the outcome of what was about to happen. Mm-hmm. Okay, here. This is the best. Listen, I'm not Jake, so don't come for me with how this looks. But so this is them side by side.
They both have like the same kind of eyes and the same smile. But like, I don't know, like you could easily find a picture of someone else and that would probably also look pretty similar.
I don't know what crack you're smoking. I don't look like either of those people, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I see the similarities. I see it.
So do I.
But what I think is so ridiculous is this guy has completely tarnished his entire career. He doesn't malnourish. He completely tarnished his entire career because Ariana decided she wanted to get with him. We all know this isn't going to last more than 10 months. He lost his relationship to his, like, he filed for divorce.
Didn't she say she found out through social media?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Was completely blindsided. And like, clearly he thinks this is going to last, but like, have you not seen, and like, I am not one to bash a woman and like what she does with her like love life. But when there's a pattern of someone like legit stealing men from somebody, I'm going to quote the wife and say, you're just not a girl's girl. And it's not a good look. And like, does he really think this is going to last more than 10 months? You're literally giving up your family and your newborn child for like.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, if he was with his wife for 15 years and like they're just now having a baby.
Like 10 months ago.
I'm just wondering, I mean, everybody has a story and a reason, but like, that's a long time to be married and then to suddenly decide to have a baby. Like, I wonder if they were like having marital problems and then they were like, let's have a baby and try and fix it.
Well, I think they were also really focused on their careers because I think they've been together since they were like 15. So they were like 30 when they had kids, which is pretty, normal this day and age, especially when your father is an actor and probably doesn't want to focus on having kids right away. I don't know, but it's all I'm team SpongeBob's wife because poor thing.
Yeah,
not okay.
It's just the fact that he is SpongeBob also.
That's throwing me for a loop too.
For those wondering, that's what the wife looks like.
Look how freaking cute she is. She is so cute.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's not.
She will bounce back from this, and he will not.
Yes. No, he won't. No, he will not.
He'll be the next trash
God.
that Ariana
That's
throws
literally
out.
them.
Like, look at them at their prom. Like, look
Aww.
how freaking cute.
I
That
would've
kitty,
seen-
that's what I said earlier. Ariana literally like held their baby and was like, I can't wait to start my own family. Meanwhile, they were like literally canoodling it like in the big pineapple under the sea or whatever the hell they checked that. I don't know.
Oof.
I
Oof.
know.
Have you seen when he looks like a
Look at him. He's living his best life.
Wait, okay. I was thinking he was in like a big suit.
No.
No, he's
Just
SpongeBob. There he
literally-
is.
Uh,
Like, look
I
at
mean,
Patrick.
he looks like he's doing well. Look at Patrick.
Is that supposed to be Larry the Lobster?
That's
Is that what
no,
this
that's
is?
Mr. Krabs.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mhm.
Who's
Oh
that?
my gosh.
Who's this?
I didn't even know there was a SpongeBob on Broadway.
There was SpongeBob and music. That's probably just a background actor, Brian.
That's a big costume for
He
that.
did slay a SpongeBob though, Chase. That's why, like, as a theater kid, I knew who he was, and I was like, he rocked that role because it's a weird role, and he did a really good job with it. But like,
Trying to find. Now I'm
That's
just
good.
determined to find who Squidward is.
Uh-huh.
Because you can't have this without Squidward.
there's Squidward. There is
Where?
a Squidward. He has 4 legs. It's great.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general. Like, I was curious to see what. Now I was just curious to see what the Squidward looked like. Like, I mean, Patrick's literally just.
And that's Sandy.
Yeah.
The lady in the wings.
Anyways, sorry, I got sidetracked.
But
I found it right when I closed it. It's just a
Mm.
lady in a big thing of hair that looks like a bald head. Or
How old is Ariana Grande? Do we know?
she's
old enough to know better.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I don't even know if she's 30 yet.
Let's see.
Is she though? Is she old enough to know better? Because I question.
She is exactly 30.
A
Oh,
lot
she
of-
is 30 now.
Okay,
And how old is he?
but she's been kind of a celebrity for a long time, like since she was a teenager, right?
And he's 31.
Yes.
I don't know. It's hard for people that grow up in the spotlight. They just get messed up, and I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah. I think the thing that makes me the most sick is that like the blindsidedness of the whole thing.
so sad.
Like
Mm.
that, I think that honestly pisses me off more than anything is just the pure level of blindsided on both sides, like that they're both married.
And you know that woman obviously stuck by him as he was most likely being like a struggling actor at some point. It was by his side the entire time, and that's hard to do. And she was
Mhm.
like, "Nah, I'm gonna be there for you. We're gonna do it." And then he started on Broadway, and then he got a freaking part in Wicked, that's another thing I'm upset about. Is now the Wicked movie, which is something I've been waiting for literally my entire life, has been like tarnished by
Aw.
this scandal. And I'm like, ugh, that's all I'm gonna think about now whenever I see freaking Bach on screen is going, God damn it, Bach. Like, I'm gonna be so mad about it.
That's gonna just
Stupid.
add another layer of drama to the film.
But they don't even get with each other in the film. It doesn't make any sense. He gets with the sister. Makes no sense.
When's this movie coming out?
Not even
Like,
Glinda's sister. He gets with Elphaba's sister. It's the part 1 is supposed to come out this year, I believe.
what
or
if this
next
is all
year.
secret marketing for the movie, guys?
Could you imagine?
What if this is all staged
Be horrible.
to drum up drama for the movie? I don't know that would work though.
If I was one of the actors on that set,
They all
Like-
knew. That's what also makes it worse. Is they all knew.
Mm.
I
of
have
them
a
knew.
hard. I have a hard.
No. Apparently, they were very sloppy with it, and they knew. The cast knew what was happening.
I don't know. Something I just love. God, please don't murder me for saying her name wrong because I'm horrible at it. Cynthia Uribe, the one that's playing
Elphaba.
the Green Witch.
Elphaba.
Alphabet.
I don't know their names.
It's Elphaba and Linda.
I cannot imagine how. Oh, part 1 got pushed to 2024, by the way.
Wow.
I cannot imagine how pissed off she is that, like, this is now looming over their movie. Like, I mean, there are some big name people in this movie. Like, and now the only thing people care about so far is SpongeBob and Glinda hooking up. Like, I mean, you have Michelle.
There's a ton of Wicked fans, myself included, that would never have known about this drama if it weren't for you guys.
Oh, well.
Chase did bring it up over the weekend, and I was like, "Oh, interesting."
It's also what also blows my mind is ever since Ariana's been popular, she has been wanting to be a part of Wicked. There are videos of her in high school singing "Defying Gravity," and she's
I did know that.
A part of Wicked, and now she herself has tarnished like the one thing in her career she has always wanted to do by her own choices.
Like, this is a solid cast.
What if they end up staying together
forever?
They won't. Having a solid life together, and the movie's just this one thing that she might do.
I'm sorry.
They won't.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
They won't. There's no way. There's no way.
Do you think someone like Ariana Grande is going to choose this for the rest of their life?
If the theater kid thing is true, maybe.
The theater kid thing is true, which is why they did the
fling. But guess what? It usually probably burns out once the
play. And it doesn't, and those never last either. They're hot while they are on the production, and then after it's over, you're like, ew, what did I ever see in them? Like,
yeah. No. Side note, the things I would do to this man, don't get me started. I love Jonathan Bailey. He's from Bridgerton.
Oh.
And he's also, I didn't know Bowen Yang's in this. I love him too. And Jeff Goldblum is the wizard.
He's the wizard, which is the best casting ever.
Ooh, I like that.
Makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, this movie's November 27th of 2024. So you're going to have a year and change.
Ooh, it'll be great for the holidays, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. They're for sure going to try to get some type of award nomination for it. That's why it's back towards the end of the year. But yeah, trash people doing trash things.
Damn.
I mean,
don't commit adultery, people. It's not okay.
Not when a baby's right there. Don't get the baby involved.
No babies.
I just will never understand. Here's my thing. Oh my God, someone must have went after him on his Wikipedia because his Wikipedia looks like a mugshot. Like the worst mugshot you've ever seen with a dirty mustache. If you don't want to be with someone anymore, end it.
Yeah.
Like, does it suck? Absolutely. But it sucks a lot less than cheating on someone and the whole entire world finding out like this. Like, I guarantee you 99.9% of the people that are in this situation would rather you say, hey, I want to pursue other people, let's get a divorce, versus finding out on the internet that your husband filed for a divorce and is cheating with the lead actress of the movie that you
got. And then only receiving divorce papers once the entire world finds out about it.
Well, like I said, she's going to come out on top in the end.
I hope so.
Hopefully she'll be better off.
Someone give her like a makeup deal or something. Like let's get this queen. Like, let's give her all the things.
Oh, for the last second, I thought you guys have been talking about Ariana Grande. I was like,
oh no,
SpongeBob's wife.
Yeah, no.
Let's have her go on Kelly Clarkson's show, and Kelly Clarkson can just shower her with compliments and make her popular.
Kelly Clarkson will drag. She loves a good drag of an adultering husband.
She knows by personal experience.
Yeah. I just think it's so. I don't even have the word for it to just
trash.
Without, it's like just end things. Just end it.
You just had a baby.
Yeah.
Your wife is still in postpartum. Like, no. Not okay.
Dino Park Dan, yeah. I'm saying I wanted to hook up with that guy, not Ariana Grande. He is gay. Yeah, I'm just the thing I'm most curious about the whole thing when it comes to an end or whatever is how her fans take it.
Her fans don't care.
Yeah, her fans will stand up for her no matter what.
She's been. This isn't her first rodeo, Brian. She does this with every single person she's been with.
Yeah,
like, this isn't anything new.
She hasn't stolen someone's man who just had a baby.
That's fair.
Her trend is she dumps him and then finds someone within like a week
who has a woman who is already in a relationship.
Yes. Pete Davidson wasn't in a relationship.
Pete Davidson was indeed in a relationship.
Wait, she dated Pete Davidson?
Yeah. They were engaged.
What is with that guy? Everyone likes him.
He has a big wiener.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, that's literally the reason. She even sang about it in one of her songs.
And because he's getting all these hot girls, so other hot girls are like, what is it about him? And so then they,
I see. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just curious. I mean, there has to be some, like, oh, they have been defending her? All right. Well,
this isn't the first time she's done this.
I would not be surprised if, like, she could murder someone and her fans would be like, she didn't do it. It's fine.
I mean, that's true. If Gaga did it, we'd be like, they deserved it, no matter what.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
if Gaga killed someone, it'd be like, good on her.
I'd just be like, la 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 la.
Yeah, it's like some little old lady, and it's just like that little old lady was bound. It was bound to happen. She's whatever.
People have selective memories when it comes to things that they love, and that's okay. Sometimes,
unless it involves murder.
I don't know that there's any OJ fans out there still singing his praises. Saying he didn't do it, or saying
there's people who say he didn't do it. Yeah,
100%.
But who? I don't know. Who's still an OJ fan? I don't know why I brought that up.
Celebrities who committed murder.
I don't know. If you haven't watched American Crime Story, O.J. Simpson versus O.J. Simpson, that is one of the best seasons of TV I've ever seen. It's
good.
Phenomenal. I like how we went from like this crappy scandal to cheating to OJ.
Good way to end it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Before we dive more into dumpster fires.
I know. That would be a whole another thing. But yeah, we already said Stephen Amell and Zachary Levi are just idiots.
I can't believe any actor or writer or fellow creator of any kind publicly speaking out against the strikes. Even if you are against the strikes, why would you talk about it publicly?
Well, and Stephen Amell was like, I wish my comments had stayed private. He said it during literally a convention at a panel.
I was literally about to say that.
You are right now. Are you that dense? You're so dumb.
I was literally about to say
someone's listening all the time and ready
I wish my comments had stayed private as I said these comments in a room full of people.
Yeah. And then Zachary Levi just went after it was just a joke. Okay.
Sure, Zach.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can find
you and all the dumb stuff you've said in the past couple of years. They're all jokes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's slowly going down a rabbit hole fast. Actually, I should say quickly, not slowly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he will not be your live action
Flynn Rider.
That's for damn sure. All right. Anything else, friends?
Dinner time.
So.
Dinner. So yeah. as far as patrons, I think Jake just dropped the schedule of what's going on this month, because this month is kind of all over the place, mainly because of Ahsoka. Let's just put it out there.
And Dragon Con.
And Dragon Con. And
Dragon Con is not this month.
Yes,
It is.
I'm going out. I'm going out this month.
It starts on Thursday, which is the 31st.
Which is the 31st.
There's a lot of prep to get ready for.
Oh my God, is it really that? God, I don't know. I just know my
We
birthday.
leave the 26th.
It's like 2.5 weeks away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah. Hello, Scotty. Thank you for catching the live stream.
The end of it.
No, he's been here.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check out all the fun things we are doing on the Patreon. Oh, yeah. I just got a text saying the Marvel people are officially unionizing and striking.
Oh, yeah. The visual effects people. Good for them.
Good.
Honestly, like, if anyone's doing they might as well. I'm a Marvel shill, but if they're being mistreated, why not?
Pay them what they pay them.
Pay them.
Pay all
They
your
are working. They are
what they
working.
deserve.
This is for a different show, but yeah, the VFX people work so damn hard on those movies. So
yeah, I mean, pay them alone just for the amount of shit they get talked to online and stuff. Like that alone, I'd be like, okay, we're going for our money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, check out all the fun stuff we're doing on Patreon. Q&A at some point.
We'll have Q&A. We'll have trivia this month at some point.
I'm gonna have to try something this month.
Try something new.
I wonder what we should.
Oh
do.
yeah, that's right.
Because Jill doesn't want me to try one thing because it's summertime.
I mean, we still can. It's just hot.
Yeah, we'll save the hot stuff for.
That's like a fall. That's like a you want to get cozy.
I don't know. I'm all out of
Anywho.
ideas. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us. Check back in on us next Monday when we talk about other just random crap. And if you have ideas, things you want to hear us talk about, things you enjoy hearing us talk about, ideas, leave in the comments. Because we want to talk about things that you guys
want to hear.
About. Yeah. And you will get our brutally honest opinions, especially if it's just us three. So check us out next week. But until then, have a fantastic rest of your week. See you guys soon.